Have you ever been in a situation where you're feeling desperate or things just aren't going so well and you're looking for some sort of advice, and then suddenly it comes out of nowhere? Like somebody or some message just happens to arrive just perfectly to help you out, to give you some reassurance about your situation. That happened to me not too long ago. I had been working in a job for about 4 years, and I knew that the end of that job was coming. So I was feeling a little distress, some anxiety about what the next stage of my life was going to be, what my next incarnation was going to look like. And then I happened to just turn on the TV. It was already tuned to a PBS channel, and there was this guy sitting in a cab of a truck giving a talk. And he was talking, and later I learned he was actually sitting in the cab of a garbage truck, which was another story altogether. And I didn't know why he was giving this. He was being interviewed, and he was talking about how he and his friends were out in the woods or in some place in nature, and they saw a butterfly that was coming out of a cocoon. And he said his friend went over to the cocoon and ripped it open a little bit. And then he commented that he said, well, you know what? That butterfly had less of a chance of making it because he tried to rip the cocoon open to help him out a little bit. Now, I'm struck by the story of the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. I mean, that's a metamorphosis. There's no greater iconic metamorphosis in nature than the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. So I think it's also chock full of wisdom. And what I got from that moment was, he said, if you try to rip the cocoon open, the butterfly's likely not going to make it. And to me, that was so reassuring in my moment of distress about what I was going to do. I didn't have to worry about what the next phase of my life was going to be. I only had to trust in this process of the transformation I was going to go through. So there are actually a few more. I would take, there are 3 bits of wisdom, 3 outtakes from the metamorphosis of the caterpillar to the butterfly. And the first I'd say, is, which I've already talked about, is timing. When you go through a transformation, your own personal transformation, don't worry about the timing. Things will happen on their own time. The transformation has a wisdom of its own. And then, similar to timing, there's also the material aspect of the transformation. That, think about it, the caterpillar doesn't know, really, doesn't have to try to become a butterfly. The caterpillar already has that programmed into its DNA. It already knows what it's going to become because it's already part of its program. It's already programmed into the matrix. So, also in your transformation, you don't have to worry about what to do in your transformation. You have to have a vision and what you might be trying to trust in your heart, but who you're going to become and what you are going to become. But that's already there. That's already inside of you. Also, you don't have to, the caterpillar doesn't have to go to the library and study what it's like to be a butterfly or go out and find plastic surgeons who are going to make it into a butterfly. It already has all of that programmed as a gift within itself. The third takeaway I would say is that, and this may be the obvious takeaway, is that we all can transform. Transformation is within us. It's all a part of nature, it's part of life, and it's part of growth. If we trust in who we are and who we want to become and our highest potential, we can also go through a transformation much like the butterfly. And that is all within us. So another single essential message to the metamorphosis of the caterpillar to the butterfly is essentially this: trust in the transformational process. Thank you.
Thank you.